Welcome back to my indie wishlist series. This time around there are more than a few horror games, but all of them are pretty unique looking, so don't skip over them even if you're not really a fan of the genre. And there's also a lot of Metroidvanias as per usual. Scrabdackle is this wacky little non-linear adventure game about a novice wizard. Fight fearsome foes using powerful magic and discover the intricate overworld that is the land of Scrabdackle. This looks like a game that really doesn't take itself too seriously, but sometimes serious is good, like in The Spirit of the Samurai, a dark and twisted mix of a Metroidvania and a Souls-like. You play 3 different characters, a human samurai, a Kodama tree spirit, and a cat. But the real outstanding feature here is this unique stop-motion style animation. Sauna 2000 is a story-driven comedic sauna simulator / mystery horror game. This is your once-in-a-lifetime chance to run a Finnish sauna without actually going to Finland, if that's ever been a dream of yours. But there have been some strange goings-on that you should probably investigate before things turn dangerous. Looks like another town has been infested with demonic creatures, and it's up to us to stop them. Bloomtown, a different story, takes a bit of a unique approach to turn-based monster taming RPGs with its unique 1960s Americana setting. Really digging this one's style. Speaking of style, look at those pants. This is Psychodive from Resident Evil YouTuber turned game dev, Ink Ribbon. Dive into the twisted minds of the various patients at Greenfield Asylum in a psychological horror game bursting with retro charm. Now, Lum's game is being advertised as a farming sim, but I think there might also be some scary stuff going on here too. Live an idyllic life growing a garden with your family and taking care of their strange pet. Life is perfect except for these strange dreams you keep having. Save a puppy and embark on a musical hand-drawn adventure in Koira. Run from danger and discover your powers as you make your way through a dark forest. I love games like this that take a creepy approach to a more cute aesthetic, and this one looks to be a super solid puzzle adventure game. Lucid is inspired by the golden age of 2D platformers and will have you speeding through a delicate, crystalline world filled with hazards and obstacles. It was recently successfully funded on Kickstarter, which is always great to hear, and moving through this world just looks super fun. Uncover the eerie secrets of a haunted house alongside a detective battling the traumas from his past in Horla, a first-person horror puzzle game with a very striking cel-shaded style. There's just something about the pure blackness of those shadows that puts me on edge. Main Asuto, I'm Not Alone is a dreamlike Metroidvania about the decisions you make and how they'll affect your future. There's an all-powerful council controlling the world, a resistance group called Reminiscence, and a doomsday clock hovering in the sky. No one knows what will happen when it finally reaches 0. Greenfield is a story-driven puzzle platformer set in a lonely world based on different types of energy. Travel deep into the surreal depths of a fractured mind and a forgotten island facility in search of answers to a haunting mystery. I haven't played many fighting games before, but Arcus Chroma Origins is certainly a very eye-catching one. Here, dodging and countering are the keys to victory, instead of jumping. It's designed to be beginner-friendly while still having a complex set of moves that can be comboed together for some sweet victories. Inanima is a survival horror game set in the isolated facilities of a strange corporation. Search for limited supplies and fight terrifying creatures to reveal the truth behind the Lazarus Project. Be part of something that will change the future of humanity. Inspired by 16 and 32-bit classics, Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder is a steampunk Metroidvania all about tight 2D platforming and exhilarating combat. Something about this game's pixel art is just totally irresistible to me. Horticular. It has one of my favorite demos out on Steam right now, and it should be coming out soon. It's all about restoring a long-lost garden after being summoned by some curious gnomes. It's super relaxing, and you can really get creative with different plants and decorations. Sort of the opposite to that one is Bloodless, a stylish action-adventure game featuring aggressive but non-lethal combat centered around this dash-counter mechanic. You fight with nothing but your bare fists and use them to beat up a bunch of bad guys. The Red Celine is a horrorvania. First time I've ever heard that one. That takes place on a massive moon colony where things of course have gone terribly wrong. It's pretty much everything I'm looking for in a more tense game like this. Searching for supplies and resources, a sprawling interconnected map, and plenty of dark things going on underneath the surface. Silly Polly Beast is a story-driven top-down shooter about a girl fighting for her freedom. It's bloody, brutal, and it's got skateboarding. Definitely an interesting style, a mix of platforming and hardcore destruction. Alright, these last three all have demos you can try out right now. In Caved In, you set off in search for the rare celestial lotus in this crazy, cute, and colorful subterranean world. Tons of biomes, bosses, upgrades, and most importantly, tons of fun. Volatility has this very unique feel to it. Desolate and lonely, but also serene, and sometimes a little stressful. Explore an interconnected world unfolding as you acquire new abilities, each region brimming with secrets to uncover as you learn your purpose in a collapsing, artificial world. And finally, in a small desert named Azona, known for its magical properties and time-traveling abilities, a courier named Domino receives an assignment to deliver a watch from a mystical wanderer. Watchmakers has you trekking through the world and solving puzzles to deliver the watch before it's too late. And I'll see you all again in March.